Welcome, class of 2022. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited to discuss the process of course selection with you guys for your senior year. Just so that you guys know a little ahead of time, your counselor will be reaching out to you soon to schedule a meeting. We're going to be meeting with you all individually between January and March. So as you're filling this out, just do your very best. We understand this is a completely new process and we're learning as well. Just do your best to try to fill this out on your own, and then we'll definitely be sure to review your course selections at your individual meeting coming up in January through March. So first, we are going to talk about your course selection timeline. Your course selection sheet must be filled out by January 29th. Counselors will be available to assist students in an online Google Meet January 27th. Counselors will be available from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. This is a total drop-in, so you don't have to schedule an appointment. You can just join. The Google Meet code is schedule help there, all lowercase, schedule help. I'm going to say that a few more times. Also, you're looking at this on your own Chromebook, so you can feel free to pause and write that down if you would like. But this would be the time we are available to discuss, if you're having trouble with the form or you just want to drop in and ask a quick question. Counselors will be available from 10 to 2 p.m. in a Google Meet, January 27th. Just to do some quick review on graduation requirements, students must earn 24 credits to receive a high school diploma, 0.5 credit earned for each semester-long class passed with a 60% or higher, 6 credits per year for 4 years will get you on track. So if you've passed 6 credits each year all the way along, you're on track to graduate. That leaves you room to take a study hall every semester if you would like. All students must pass 4 credits of English to graduate. English 9, English 10, English 11, and 2 English electives for senior year or AP English. Also, English 11 could be AP language if you wanted to go that route as well. Students also need to pass 3 credits of math. 1 credit must be algebra and 1 must be geometry. You need 2 credits of science. 1 must be biology. You need 2.5 credits of social studies. Within social studies, 1 credit must be U.S. history and 1 full credit of U.S. history. You must also pass a semester of government. Some other graduation requirements to be sure you have completed: 1 semester of each of the following courses: consumer ed, health. You also need to take a credit of either fine arts, world language, or technical education. And then the remainder of your credits can be made up of any compilation of electives. If you will be attending a 4-year college after high school, the requirements differ from that of Belvedere High School. College expects you to have 4 years of English, which we do as well, and 3 years of math, we do as well. However, you will need to take an extra credit in science to have 3 total, and an extra half to have of social studies to have 3 credits to enter most universities. It is also advised that you take a 4th year of math to best prepare yourself for college level math. Being familiar with specific college admissions requirements will ensure that you take the correct courses needed to be admitted. Taking additional courses in any core area will only help your chances of being admitted to the college of your choice. Some colleges require 2 years of the same foreign language, art, or music. It is important that you research the specific college that you would like to attend to keep your options open. Please consider putting in a foreign language to keep your options open as you work through school. Next, I'm going to have you guys, I'm going to go to the website and show you how to navigate that, because this year is going to be a bit different. Typically, you guys are used to seeing that pink, blue, or yellow sheet. This year, we're going to do everything online. So I just want to make sure you guys know where the Student Services website is. So I'm going to take you right from the top. We are here at the Belvedere High School homepage. If you look over here under Students, scroll down to Student Services. That's going to take you over to our personal, like all of your student services area. If you need to know how to contact your counselor, we have that listed here for you. Also, tons of helpful links on here, anywhere from college rep visits, forms, documents. But for today, specifically, if you look over here on this left, we're going to go to course selection. And you can get to the course catalog here at the top. And I know it says the wrong year here. I just haven't made the video because I'm making it right now. And then this video will be linked for you to review at any time right here on this website. Then for you guys, you're going to click on this course selection sheet, 12th grade. So you are going to be in 12th grade, class of 2022. So this, once you click that form, it's going to come up right here. This is also the same form and video we are emailing directly to all of you, but in case you lose that in your email, you can find it right on our website as well. So for this next portion of the presentation I'm going to be kind of jumping between the slideshow and this sheet, because what I want you guys to do for me is go ahead and pause this video, pull up the worksheet so that you can work through your course selection sheet while I talk to you in this video. You can pause, enter what you need to, okay? So you guys go ahead and pause, pull up this sheet. Once you are there, you should have this sheet up, and I'm going to go ahead and continue on. I'm going to jump back to this screen. So next, we're going to talk about some requirements. We have English. We have quite a few English classes. We have British literature, AP language, professional writing, all of these choices. The second requirement for senior year is 1 credit of English. Students must select which English class or classes they wish to take on their course selection sheet. Some English options are a full year, while others are semester long. Be sure to check the course catalog, which can be found at the Student Services website, for all English offerings. If you select Advanced Placement English Literature, be sure that to realize that that is a college level course and will be coming with quite a bit of work for you guys. So now I'm going to jump back over to the Student Services website, because with all of these English classes, we have videos here. So you can actually watch this video of Mr. Deary explaining all of these English classes, or you can look at each individual course in the course catalog and read specifically what each course is. So there's a few different ways we offer that. So you can either, find that right in here, or you can watch the videos that we have listed on here. But I'm going to jump over to this form because as we go through this presentation, we are going to fill this out. So make sure you put in your name in there, first and last, please. Then your SID, just the numbers in there for us. Then I'm going to have you choose your endorsement. See these little links all along the way? That'll take you right to more information if you need help deciding or remembering what your endorsement is. So I'm going to put agriculture in here for now so I can get to the next page so I can show you guys. So once we get here, we're jumping into these required courses. So again, we have all of these linked right in here for you. So under English, you can go right in here. It's going to take you directly to this English catalog here and explain the courses. Again, you can watch those videos. But as we look at this sheet, we are looking at English, so you need to make sure you select a credit as a senior. Some of you as juniors took an English elective, so you may only need one, but just make sure you pay attention to these end of the English class. So I am going to select debate, and global awareness for my English class, just as an example. But for you, you will go through and decide which one is best for you. Okay. Now I know it gets a little confusing because I'm going to be jumping back and forth. Next up, you guys, we have American government. So students are required to take American government their senior year. It is a half credit of social studies. You have the option of selecting regular American government or advanced placement U.S. government. Again, that's another rigorous class that prepares students who would like to take the advanced placement exam. Students who select it may not be provided the option to drop it later. So depending on, there's a certain amount of days you have to drop a class by. So just be sure that you know you're really interested in taking this course. You can always check in with our Miss Maldonado. She is the one that teaches it. I'm sure she'd be happy to discuss that with you. Or you can talk to your current U.S. history teacher to see if you're ready for that level of work. Now, again, I'm going to jump over to that selections sheet, and we are going to put in American government. If you notice here, just for notes, you will see that there is advanced or American government blended. So blended courses are a little different here at the high school. They're a little newer. What that means is that not every day you are expected to be in class. There is some online portions, which, you guys will experience that here coming up when you guys get back in the building, that blended format. We also have a video on our website explaining more of what blended classes look like here at the high school. And not all of our classes are offered in blended. Only the classes that say blended behind them are offered as blended. So to give you guys that information. Next up, we are going to discuss PE. The last requirement for seniors is a full credit of physical education. You must check the box on the course selection sheet with PE. So in the past, we used to have just PE broken up by grade, but now at the high school, we have different choices available to you. We have lifetime wellness, we have advanced personal wellness, and healthy lifestyles. We also have available what is called 0-hour PE. This takes place before the school day. Some reasons students do this is to fit in extra academic classes during the day. If you are interested in this option, you need to provide your own transportation as well as fill out the permission form, which I will show you where to find that permission form in a moment. Same with this PE waiver. I will show you where to find that form. If you are interested in a PE waiver, you can waive PE first semester if you are in marching band or a fall sport. You can waive semester 2 if you are in a winter or spring sport. The form must be filled out and turned in. This year you can, drop it off in the main office, or you can go ahead and email it in to us because it needs to have, if you are seeking a band waiver, you need to have Mr. Foster's signature. If you are seeking a sport waiver, you need to get that to Mr. Sternquist for final sign off as well. All right, now I'm going to show you guys where to find that on our student services website. So if we scroll back up here, we have the forms available for you here. So the PE waiver and 0-hour PE form are located right there linked in. All right, then I'm going to take you back to your form. So we're jumping back over here to the form. For first semester PE, you're going to make your selection. So if you want to use a band waiver, you put that in there. If you would like to use an athletic waiver, you put that in there. Same with 0-hour PE, or you will choose which PE class you would like. So I'm going to choose lifetime, and then maybe second semester I am in a sport, so I want to put in advanced personal wellness. Okay. And then you're going to click next. We're going to go to the next page of this form, which will be elective courses. I'm going to take us back over to our slides. Make it bigger so you guys can see. If you have enough credits, you have some other options as a senior. You can take a study hall. You may take a late start or early release, or the blended courses we talked about. The late start and early release form is going to be loaded on that website where I showed you the PE waiver and our 0-hour PE. So it'll be right there under forms, and you would need to get that signed by a parent or guardian and turned in order to have no period one or no end of day period. Okay, new courses here at the high school. Global Awareness, Transition English. Mr. Deary actually does a good job explaining this course in his video. Also, you can catch the description on our on the course catalog. This is going to be a really neat class for students that may need some extra help transitioning to college English. So if that sounds like you, definitely discuss that with your counselor as maybe a possible option as you're looking at your course selections. Another option for students as seniors is graduating early. To graduate early, students must have a minimum of 20.5 credits by the end of their junior year. Students must fill out an early graduation application form and turn it into Student Services by March 15th. Applications are going to be on that same website under forms. It'll be linked into there. And then you would turn that into Student Services. You can either drop that off at the main office or you could email it into your counselor. These are very important. We need your parent or guardian signature on there as well as your signature. If you are wondering if you would qualify for this, you can definitely reach out to your counselor and ask them. We'd be happy to talk through that with you. Next, we are going to talk about electives. So you will need to list all of your electives that you would like to take. Choose extra electives because your counselors do need to use that if your first choices are taken. It sometimes happens, it's a bummer, but we try our absolute hardest to get you your first choices. If not, we do dip into those extra electives. So now I'm going to jump back over to this form here and look at our electives. So I'm going to have you guys choose your top 10 desired elective courses out of all of the options below. Then I'm going to have you choose your 3 alternatives. So I am going to ask that you guys do your very best at reading all of these directions carefully. We also have the early release and late start form linked in here for you too. So I'm going to pick my top 10 classes, and I'm going to pick agribusiness here because that was my endorsement I picked at the beginning, and that's my capstone class for that. Then I'm going to mark intro to autos because I might like to own a car someday. Then I'm going to go through it here, and you're going to look through all of these. You can jump back to the course catalog, the elective videos. This might take you some time, and that's okay. If it does, that's all right. Then, you're working through here. You need to mark driver's ed. So just for time's sake, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here. And I'm going to focus on this box for a little bit because this is where you're going to mark if you want a study hall or a late start or early release. Then here is a very important box. So you know how above here you selected your 10, most desired classes? What we're going to have you do here is in this box, you're going to list number 1. That's the one I want the most. So, for example, I really want this agribusiness class. So I'm just going to, I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to copy, and I'm going to bring it to the bottom because that's my most wanted class. I'm going to post that right there. Then I'm going to put a 2 here. And I'm going to go, all the way to number 10, just like this. But for time's sake, I'm going to, leave it here. And, if I was you, I would fill it all out and make sure that it was my most wanted class. My number one is up here, going down to, 10th. Then this next box is going to be my alternatives. So my alternative classes. And what we mean by that is, so it's not the classes you listed up here. These are your top 10 most wanted. This is, for whatever reason, those classes are full. Sometimes things do not run. It just happens. These would be 3 classes that you would be willing to take, if for whatever reason we couldn't get you into one of these, your tops listed up here. Then at the end of, once you're all sure, you're all filled out, all of these boxes have been checked, you've put in here, you're going to hit submit. If you read right here, it's going to send you an email with a copy of your responses. So you click submit, and then it says your response. So you know that you have turned it in. Your responses have been recorded. You will also get a copy of exactly what you filled out in this form sent to your student email. It's very important that you use your student email to do this. So now I'm going to jump back over here for our presentation. And I'm going to have just a couple of reminders here. So counselors will be available online January 27th in a Google Meet. The Google Meet code is schedule help, all lowercase. We are going to be available from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to help you guys as you need. It is just a drop-in session, and then we'll be able to break out with, individual counselors to answer any questions you guys might have. Course selection forms are due January 29th. It's very important you guys do your absolute best to fill this out on your own and get it turned in. And then if you're worried it's wrong, it's okay. We will go over it at your, junior appointment that we're going to start, and we're starting actually as soon as this week. You're going to do your junior appointment between January and March. No worries. If something isn't entered correctly, we will fix it together. Just some lists of our student services staff. So we have listed here by last name the alphabet breakdown. We have Mr. Young with A through GAL, Mr. Ford with GAM through LN, me, Mrs. Gamori, LO through RI, Miss Skiro, RJ through Z, Mr. Blanco, EL program, and then Mrs. Browner, our new registrar and secretary here at the high school. I just want to thank you guys for sticking with me. I know it's kind of a little different than usual, and we were jumping back and forth, but I know you guys can do this, and we cannot wait to meet with you to discuss your senior year. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and feel free to, reach out if you have any questions for us.